Anleolife is not just a catchy name that someone came up with at random. It comes from a family philosophy. The belief that a green and sustainable lifestyle should be affordable, natural, long-lasting, eco-friendly, and outstanding. Put the first letter of those words together, and you get the brand name. Hi, I'm Carol from Almost 2 Acres. Let's review the Anleolife metal raised bed gardens.
Now that you know the philosophy behind the product, and once you understand it, the design decisions they made start to make more sense. They were not trying to build the most premium looking bed on the market. They were trying to build a solid, practical, long-lasting bed that real gardeners could actually afford. So what are the beds made of? This is the part that matters most for long-term use and safety, and it is also the part where a lot of product descriptions use words without explaining them. Anleolife beds are made from corrugated galvanized steel. Corrugated means the steel has a wavy or ridged profile rather than a flat surface. This is not just for looks. The corrugation adds structural rigidity. It gives the panel more strength for its weight than a flat sheet of the same thickness would have. When you are trying to hold back several hundred pounds of soil with a relatively thin sheet of metal, that structure really matters. Galvanized means the steel has been coated with zinc. Zinc does something useful. It acts as a sacrificial barrier. When moisture gets to the surface, the zinc corrodes first, protecting the steel underneath. Even if the surface gets scratched, the zinc around that scratch continues to provide some protection through a process called cathodic protection. It essentially migrates to cover the exposed area. That is what makes galvanized steel a good outdoor product rather than just regular steel that has been painted. Most Anleolife beds are made from 22 gauge steel at 0.8 millimeter thickness. Their 30-inch tall beds use 20 gauge panels, which is actually thicker. Lower gauge numbers mean thicker steel. Here is why 22 gauge at 0.8 millimeter is significant. The corrugation on Anleolife panels means the thickest point at the ridges and especially at the corners reaches up to 1.6 millimeters. That means double thickness where the stress is highest. The corner panels are reinforced specifically because corners take the most force when soil is pushing outward. To put that in context, a lot of budget metal beds on the market use thinner panels and rely entirely on a tight hardware fit to hold shape. Anleolife's corrugated design is doing structural work even before the hardware gets involved. The steel itself is galvanized. On top of that, Anleolife applies a multi-layer powder coating plus 2 layers of anti-corrosion paint. That layering is what they use to extend the lifespan well past what raw galvanized steel would provide on its own. Powder coating is applied as a dry powder and then cured under heat, which bonds it to the surface at a molecular level rather than just sitting on top like liquid paint would. It is more durable, more uniform, and more resistant to chipping and UV fading than standard spray paint finishes. Is it food safe? Yes, and this is documented. Anleolife beds are certified compliant with California Proposition 65 and the RoHS directive. Prop 65 limits exposure to chemicals known to cause cancer or reproductive harm. RoHS certifies that the product is free from lead, mercury, cadmium, and several other hazardous substances. These are real third-party compliance standards, not just marketing claims. This matters because food safety concerns are one of the most common questions people have about metal raised beds. And with galvanized steel specifically, there used to be real concerns about older zinc coatings containing lead. Modern galvanizing does not, and Anleolife certification puts that question to rest. There is one more material detail well worth mentioning. The top edges of Anleolife beds are crimped, meaning the raw cut edge of the steel is rolled over so there is no exposed sharp edge at the top. They made a specific design choice not to use rubber edge strips, which some competitors include. Their reasoning is that rubber strips can off-gas chemicals over time, cause skin irritation, and contribute to microplastic contamination in your soil. The crimped edge gives you the same hand safety benefit without adding anything synthetic to your garden. Before I talk about how Anleolife compares to the other metal bed brands, let's take a step back and talk about why metal raised beds have real advantages over the other main options: wood, plastic, and concrete. Wood is the material of classic raised beds, and a lot of gardeners still reach for it first because it is familiar, but there are real trade-offs. Untreated wood rots. In a wet climate or with consistent irrigation, a cedar bed might only last around 10 years. A pine bed might last 2 to 4. When it goes, you have to dismantle the whole thing, haul it out, and start over. Treated wood lasts longer, but if you have older pressure-treated lumber, it may contain arsenic and chromium compounds, chemicals you don't want next to food crops. Modern treated lumber is safer, but many organic gardeners still prefer to avoid it entirely. Metal does not rot. A galvanized steel bed in a Zone 4 climate going through freeze-thaw cycles every winter will outlast any wood option by a significant margin. Anleolife rates their beds at 20 plus years of service life, and that's not an unrealistic claim for galvanized steel with a quality coating. The other wood trade-off is aesthetics over time. Wood weathers, warps, and eventually looks worn. Metal holds its shape and appearance much longer. Plastic raised beds and fabric grow bags are popular because they are lightweight and inexpensive, but there are two problems. First, durability. UV exposure breaks plastic down over time. A plastic raised bed that looks fine in year 1 might be brittle, fading, and starting to crack by year 3 to 4. And when plastic degrades outdoors, it sheds microplastics, which end up in your soil, your plants, and eventually on your plate. Second, structural integrity. Plastic beds flex. When you fill a plastic raised bed with heavy, wet soil, the sides bow outward. Over multiple seasons, that bowing becomes permanent. Metal holds its shape. Concrete blocked raised beds are permanent and extremely durable, but they have trade-offs of their own. They are labor intensive to build, very heavy, and once they're in the ground, they're in the ground. If you want to move mortared concrete beds, reconfigure your garden, or take them with you when you move, that's not happening. Metal raised beds are permanent enough to stay in place for decades, but portable enough to disassemble and move if your situation changes. That flexibility has real value, especially on a smaller property where your garden layout might evolve. The metal raised bed market has grown a lot in the past years, and there are now a lot of brands to sort through. Let me be specific about how Anleolife sits in that landscape. There is a category of metal raised beds on the market that cost significantly less than Anleolife, usually under $50 or $60 for a standard 4x8. These beds mostly use thinner steel, a single layer coating, and lighter hardware. They will work for a season or two, but edge rust, panel bowing, and hardware failure are common complaints in reviews after year 2. Anleolife is priced in the middle of the market, and their 22-gauge steel with multi-layer coating is a real step up from the cheaper options. The corrugated design and reinforced corners add durability that thinner flat panel beds do not have. Vego is one of the most talked about brands in this category, and they compete directly with Anleolife. Here are the key differences. Vego uses an Lu zinc coating on most of their beds, which is a zinc aluminum alloy that tends to outperform standard zinc galvanizing in long-term corrosion resistance. Lu zinc has an edge in coating technology. However, Vego beds cost more, often quite a bit more for a comparable footprint. For a budget-conscious gardener who wants a quality bed without paying a premium, Anleolife gives you more growing area for the dollar. Vego also has a broader accessory ecosystem: trellises, covers, height extensions. Anleolife does not match these. If you want to build a full system with accessories over time, Vego has more to offer on that front. If you want a solid standalone bed, Anleolife holds up well. Neither brand is wrong. They serve different priorities. Vegega is another often compared brand, and they use a zinc, aluminum, and magnesium coating, which they position as even more corrosion resistant than standard Alu-Zinc. Vegega tends to have a more narrow range of shapes than Anleolife and is priced slightly higher. For most home gardeners in a standard climate, the coating difference between galvanized, Alu-Zinc, and zinc aluminum magnesium will not be the deciding factor over a 20-year lifespan if the bed is assembled and maintained well. But if you are in a very high moisture climate or you want maximum theoretical lifespan, Vegega's coating technology is worth looking at. Bottom line, Anleolife is a solid middle market option. It is better built than the cheapest alternatives, priced below the premium brands, and offers a wider variety of shapes than most competitors. If you are new to raised bed gardening and want a reliable bed without a big upfront investment, Anleolife makes sense. My affiliate link in the description will take you to Anleolife's current lineup so you can browse sizes and pricing. Those change seasonally. Size, shape, and height options is where Anleolife gives you a lot to work with. Let me walk you through the main categories. Anleolife offers more shape variety than most brands in their price range. Here is what they carry. Rectangular beds. These are the most common configuration and the easiest to plan a garden around. Common sizes include 4x4, 6x2, 6x3, 8x4, and larger. If you're starting out, a 4x4 or 4x8 rectangle is the most versatile choice for a beginner. Oval beds have similar growing area to a rectangle, but with rounded ends. The oval profile adds some visual softness to the garden and eliminates the right angle corners entirely, which can be nice in a more naturalistic garden design. Round beds are circle-shaped beds that work well as standalone focal points for herb gardens or for small specialty plantings. Anleolife's round beds do not require a center support rod because the circle geometry is self-stabilizing. These go together especially quickly. Hexagonal beds are another geometric option that works nicely if you want multiple beds close together. Like the rounds, these do not require bracing rods. U-shaped beds are a three-sided configuration that wraps around the gardener, giving you reach access from the open front. They are great for small spaces where you can't walk around all four sides of a full rectangle. Yes, they make a heart-shaped raised bed. It is 81 by 81 inches. If you want something that makes a statement in a cottage garden or a front yard, this exists just for that purpose. Anleolife offers their beds primarily in three heights. 18 inches. This is a practical, versatile height, deep enough for most vegetable crops, including tomatoes, peppers, and root vegetables. Not a true no-bend height, but actually comfortable for most gardeners to work at without full kneeling. 24 inches. This is a more comfortable working height for people who want to reduce bending. It's deep enough for almost any crop. This is the sweet spot for gardeners with back concerns or mobility limitations who are not ready to go fully elevated. 30 inches is their tallest ground level option. Panels at this height are made from 20 gauge steel rather than 22 gauge, thicker, heavier, and more rigid to handle the additional soil pressure. True near standing height for shorter gardeners and very natural for most adults. Anleolife also makes elevated beds on a frame with legs, bringing the growing surface up to table height. These include drainage holes in the bottom and are ideal for patios, balconies, or gardeners who can't kneel or bend at all. The elevated models have a weight capacity of around 600 pounds and are available with wheels for mobility. I want to make sure you factor in soil volume before you choose a height. An 8x4 bed at 18 inches needs roughly 24 cubic feet of soil to fill. At 24 inches, that same footprint needs 32 cubic feet. At 30 inches, you're looking at 40 cubic feet of soil. Soil is not cheap, and filling a large, tall bed can cost more than the bed itself. Plan your soil budget alongside your bed choice. One approach I use is to fill the bottom half of a tall bed with a mix of wood chips, straw, cardboard, or other organic bulk material. similar to the hugelkultur or lasagna layering approach. Then you're saving your quality soil mix for the top 12 to 15 inches where the roots actually grow. You get the height and accessibility benefits without buying twice as much soil. Anleolife is a practical, well-built raised bed at a price point that most gardeners can actually afford. The 22-gauge corrugated steel with multi-layer coating is genuinely better than the cheapest alternatives on the market, and the variety of shapes and heights means you are not locked into a standard rectangle if your space calls for something different. It's not the most premium bed available. If you want the absolute best coating technology or a full accessory ecosystem, there are brands that go further on both. But for the gardener who wants a solid, food-safe, durable raised bed that will last for a long time without requiring a big investment, Anleolife is a very reasonable choice.
In my Zone 4 garden, the freeze-thaw cycle can mess up your raised beds, but galvanized steel, like in the Anleolife raised beds, really holds up well. Please take this moment to subscribe and leave a comment. Raised beds in your garden? Yes or no? Until next time, Carol from Almost 2 Acres, let's get growing. I'll be growing in Zone 4.